Seeing none, we appreciate you and your colleagues being with us here today to testify on this bill. Next up is Norman Patterson Jr., followed by Tom Swan, followed by Lydia Bennett. Mr. Patterson, I see you on Zoom, and you can begin your testimony whenever you're ready.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the testimonies and the time that you're taking for the testimonies. I'm speaking in opposition to SJ4. My name is Norman Harold Patterson Jr., and I represent the Connecticut Foundation to Abolish Abortion. I am a modern-day abolitionist, and that may sound odd to modern-day ears, but it is the abolitionist that will speak for those who have no voice, and that's one of the goals and jobs of an abolitionist, to educate people of the evils that is happening in our time, and that being the slaughter of unborn children, and also to work to change the laws that discriminate and allow the atrocities to happen upon the voiceless. And so, as a abortion abolitionist, I and my organization is working for not the incremental decline of abortion, but the complete and total eradication legally of abortion in the state of Connecticut. I've often wondered how people and legislatures of the past could not only tolerate, but legally protect the right to enslave, abuse, and even legally murder a certain segment of humanity. But all I have to do is read the history, as I did today going through the state building. During the slavery times, they believed slaves were not fully human beings. So they passed laws that allowed the legislation of slavery. And in other countries, during various times, there were holocausts where people were slaughtered, such as in Nazi Germany, where they passed laws to kill a segment of the population, the Jews, because they did not believe that they were human beings. And now we live in a time where we have the same delusion and madness happening in our state of Connecticut and throughout our country. And we have laws that protect the legal right to slaughter innocent human beings in the womb. This amendment is a very deceptive amendment. I could speak on many other aspects, but I'm going to speak particularly to the question about enshrining the right to kill innocent babies into our Constitution. If this is allowed to be an amendment added to the Constitution, it would enshrine abortion in our state constitution, making it much more difficult for those who want to save the lives of babies to advocate for this. It would also challenge future legislation. It would make it very difficult to change the laws when something like this becomes part of our Constitution. And it also has a broader definition of discrimination. This amendment commits the fallacy of equivocation, because it defines discrimination on one side about a trait that a person has, and then it changes the definition of discrimination to be a condition that a woman has.
Excuse me, Mr. Patterson. I'm
yes.
sorry to interrupt you, but your time has elapsed. If you could please summarize the remainder of your testimony in a couple of seconds.
Yes, abortion will eventually end in Connecticut, and it will happen, maybe not in my lifetime, maybe in my great-grandchildren's lifetime. But one of the first steps is for me to oppose SJ4. Thank you for hearing my testimony.
Thank you. Any questions from the committee? Seeing none, thank you for your testimony, for being with us this evening. Next up is Tom Swan.